Imagine a world where kindness, often seen as one of humanity's greatest virtues, can actually harm you. Sounds paradoxical, doesn't it? Well, in this video, we are diving headfirst into this intriguing philosophical concept. We'll explore why excessive kindness can be detrimental to your well-being, all through the lens of one of history's most profound philosophical schools, Stoicism. So, buckle up, because today, we are uncovering why kindness can harm you according to Stoicism. Hello, curious minds of the internet. I am thrilled to welcome you to this thought-provoking exploration of the delicate balance between kindness and self-preservation, as seen through the eyes of the ancient Stoic. In a world where kindness is often celebrated as a cornerstone of ethical living, it's both refreshing and enlightening to consider an alternative perspective. Now, you might be wondering, why discuss kindness and Stoicism? What's the relevance? Well, my friends, it's important because our actions, especially those rooted in kindness, shape our lives in profound ways. By delving into Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided great thinkers for centuries, we'll gain new insights into the true nature of kindness and how it can either elevate us or inadvertently harm us. So, this video is for you, whether you are a philosophy enthusiast, a seeker of personal growth, or just someone intrigued by the complexities of human virtue. By the end of our journey, you will have a deeper understanding of Stoic philosophy and practical wisdom to navigate the intricate terrain of kindness in your own life. Are you ready to embark on this philosophical adventure? Let's dive in. So first, we try to find out what is Stoicism. At its core, Stoicism is a philosophical school of thought that originated in ancient Greece, with its roots tracing back to the early 3rd century BCE. It gained prominence in the Hellenistic and Roman periods and has continued to influence thinkers and individuals throughout history. Stoicism provides a practical framework for living a good life through the cultivation of wisdom, self-discipline, and resilience. Stoicism was founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BCE. Its name derives from the Stoa Poikile, or painted porch, where Zeno and his followers often met to discuss their philosophical ideas. Over time, Stoicism saw the contributions of notable figures such as Cleanthes, Chrysippus, and Epictetus, but it was truly solidified as a comprehensive philosophy by the Roman Stoic philosophers Seneca, Epictetus, and the Emperor Marcus Aurelius. These philosophers penned invaluable texts that have been preserved to this day and continue to be studied. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the idea that virtue, or moral excellence, is the highest and only true good in life. Stoics believe that external circumstances such as wealth, fame, or health are beyond our control and therefore should not be our primary concern. Instead, they advocate for the cultivation of virtuous character traits like wisdom, courage, justice, and, yes, kindness. Stoicism teaches that living in accordance with virtue leads to eudaimonia, which is a flourishing and fulfilled life. So we now talk about the Stoic perspective on kindness. In the Stoic worldview, eudaimonia represents the ultimate goal of human existence. It's often translated as flourishing or living in accordance with one's true nature. Achieving eudaimonia means living a life of moral excellence and wisdom. Kindness plays a significant role here, as it aligns with virtuous conduct and contributes to a flourishing life. But, as we'll explore, the Stoics caution against certain expressions of kindness that could detract from this ultimate goal. Within Stoicism, kindness is recognized as a virtue, a quality of moral excellence that aligns with our nature as social beings. Acts of kindness, when rooted in wisdom and guided by reason, are seen as commendable and essential for building positive relationships and communities. However, Stoicism provides a nuanced perspective on kindness, which we will delve into further. Here's where Stoicism takes a distinctive approach to kindness. The Stoics introduce the concept of the dichotomy of control, which distinguishes between things we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and things we cannot control, external events, the behavior of others, and outcomes. This concept has a profound influence on how Stoics approach kindness. They advocate for being kind and compassionate. In the upcoming sections, we will explore how this Stoic perspective on control influences our understanding of kindness and why, in their view, excessive or indiscriminate kindness can potentially harm us. Our next point is the potential harm of excessive kindness. While kindness is undeniably a virtue, the Stoics caution against its excessive or indiscriminate practice. Why? Excessive kindness might manifest as people-pleasing, enabling harmful behavior, or sacrificing one's own well-being for the sake of others. These behaviors can ultimately undermine our eudaimonia, the ultimate goal of Stoic living. For a concrete example, consider the Stoic philosopher Seneca, who wrote extensively on the importance of wisdom and virtue. He cautioned against excessive kindness when it led to enabling vices or unwise decisions. Seneca believed that true kindness should always be aligned with reason and virtue. In his writings, he often highlighted the dangers of indiscriminate generosity, showing that it could weaken others' sense of responsibility and ultimately harm them. The Stoics advocate for a balanced approach to kindness, one that involves rational judgment. This means that while kindness is commendable, it should always be guided by wisdom and reason. For instance, it's perfectly Stoic to help someone in need, but it's equally important to assess the situation, consider the consequences, and ensure that your actions align with virtue and eudaimonia. This balanced approach to kindness ensures that it contributes positively to your life and the lives of others, rather than leading to unintended harm. Now that we've explored the Stoic perspective on kindness and its potential pitfalls, let's talk about how you can practically apply these principles in your life. Here are a few tips inspired by Stoicism. Cultivate self-awareness. Reflect on your acts of kindness. Are they driven by genuine virtue and rational judgment, or are they impulsive reactions? Self-awareness is the first step toward balanced kindness. Examine motives. Before acting kindly, consider your motives. Are you doing it to truly benefit others and yourself, or are you seeking approval or avoiding discomfort? Set boundaries. Don't hesitate to set boundaries in your relationships. Stoicism emphasizes that you should be kind but not at the expense of your own well-being or your commitment to virtue. Imagine a scenario where a friend constantly borrows money but never repays it. The Stoic approach would involve examining your motives for lending money and considering whether this aligns with virtue. While helping a friend in need can be virtuous, if it becomes clear that your friend is taking advantage, Stoicism would suggest you have a rational conversation about the situation and potentially set boundaries to protect both your virtue and your resources. Before we conclude, it's essential to address some common misconceptions about Stoicism and its stance on kindness. Stoicism is often misunderstood as advocating for a cold, emotionless existence, which could not be further from the truth. Stoicism encourages a life filled with positive emotions and meaningful relationships, but it also emphasizes the importance of tempering emotions with rational judgment. One objection often raised is that Stoicism seems to discourage altruism and compassion. However, Stoicism simply calls for a more deliberate and thoughtful approach to kindness, one that considers the well-being of all parties involved. It's not about withholding kindness, but about practicing it wisely. In conclusion, Stoicism offers us a profound insight into the art of kindness, challenging us to embrace it with wisdom and rationality. By doing so, we can foster genuine, meaningful relationships and contribute positively to our own eudaimonia while avoiding the potential harm that excessive kindness can bring. So, as you navigate the complexities of kindness in your life, consider the Stoic wisdom that has guided thinkers for centuries, and you may find a more balanced and fulfilling path to living virtuously. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe.